Nobody wins when the family feels.
Do kids ever call you names? Don't listen. No matter how strange you look, no matter how ugly you feel, you are beautiful. Life is sweet like a pineapple pizza.
Tundra, life goes on and 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 on. Neymar! Churrasco! Gabriel! 244, bro! Yeah!
After making tens of millions of dollars over 8 years for Atlantic Records, they no longer want to support my art because I'm not making songs for TikTok. And after dedicating my entire life to making art, I never got into this to make TikTok songs.
Oh, was that the crash? Oh, shit. Cara.
In Brazil after two helicopters collided mid-air and plunged into a populated suburb in western Rio de Janeiro. Fire officials confirmed that the disastrous incident occurred Sunday morning in Recreio dos Bandeirantes, sending detonation waves through detached urban streets.
For a lot of fans, this a blow to a beautiful weekend. Recently, an American artist had lost his life in a helicopter crash that has left many people searching for answers. Some online have questioned the circumstances surrounding the tragedy, while others believe it was simply a devastating accident. At this time, authorities have not publicly confirmed any evidence of foul play, but what has fueled some of the speculation is the timing. Prior to his death, the artist has publicly expressed frustration with his record label, a label that has also faced criticism from other artists over the years. Because of that history, some fans have begun connecting the dots and asking questions. Others say there's no evidence linking those frustrations to what happened and that people should allow investigators to do their job. But according to reports, that crash occurred during daylight hours in conditions that did not appear to involve severe weather. That alone has led many people to wonder how much a tragedy could happen. Still, aviation accidents can occur for a variety of reasons, and investigators will ultimately determine what led to the collision. Today we're going to take a look at the artist's life, his rise in the music industry, where he come from, the accomplishments that built his career, and the events that led up to the tragedy that left family, friends, and fans mourning his loss. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I should give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it.
I needed to make another PSA. Listen, if you ever wish payday paycheck myself, who sign the QR process.
EDC to play the biggest dubstep set in this festival's history. It only cost $30,000 to save 20 minutes in traffic, worth every penny. When I saw that view, I was nervous. But the view you're about to witness is a historic moment in rave history.
The person you just heard from is Oliver Tree Nickel, also known by his rap stage name as Oliver Tree. Born June 29, 1993, he's an American singer, songwriter, producer, comedian, and filmmaker, known for his electric 1980s fashion, bold cut, and surreal multimedia projects. He rose to prominence with his hit tracks like Life Goes On. Now in that video hit a little different on the circumstances of this video, but nonetheless, Oliver Tree was born in Santa Cruz, California. Tree spent his early years traveling with parents who worked in the circus before eventually settling back in Santa Cruz at the age of 12. He studied business at San Francisco State University and music technology at the California Institute of Arts. Before his major solo career, he sang and played guitar in an SK8 band called Irony. Then it was the Tree era in 2010. He launched his solo recording career as Tree and independently released his debut album, Splitting Branches, in 2013. And then he signed to a major label in 2017. Atlantic Records. He released his debut album, Ugly is Beautiful, and Cowboy Tears under the label in 2022.
It's an experience that's changed your life.
When I was 13, my cousin Wayne got spiral meningitis. Within a week, he became brain dead and died. After that moment, I was like, I could die at any time. And so I just wanted to take any moment on and try everything, which ultimately ended up me becoming a drug addict. I started selling drugs. I got kicked out of my home. I had an LSD trip where I actually watched my own funeral, and I had what's called a rebirth. I died, and I woke up the next day, and I realized I was still alive. I had an opportunity to play a big concert. And then music became my savior, my healing, my religion, and it gave me a second chance to take my addiction and become addicted to something that could actually save me and help other people in that process. Been making an album this last 2 years, and I've been recording over 80 different countries. Instead of using money to go into expensive studios, I'm using the money to be able to go and explore the world and create memories so the money doesn't fall through my hand, but so that I can connect with humans around the globe.
What's your advice and message to people maybe struggling through some sort of addiction or going through a painful moment?
Remind yourself at that moment when you're going through that suffering that that's a reminder of how precious life is and how short life is, and use that as momentum to push you to take advantage of every single second of every single day. So make the most of it. Don't live your life to satisfy other people. Do it for yourself and what's right for you.
And we all know Atlantic Records has faced public criticism from multiple artists over the years.
I was gonna say that earlier, but I kept my mouth shut. I was gonna say that earlier, but I kept my mouth shut. Boy, it seems like Atlanta Records, we noticing you. We noticing what you're doing.
Regarding contracts, music release, and business practices. While some fans have pointed out to past disputes when discussing this recent tragedy, there is currently no public evidence connecting the artist's concerns with the circumstances surrounding their death, but it is the family TV's obligation to present all public information. Now, in regards to Oliver Tree' next album, he plans to release it under his own imprint. He came out recently last month and exposed the dark secrets of his contracts and his label's dispute.
I left my record label, let's talk about it. After making tens of millions of dollars over 8 years for Atlantic Records, they no longer want to support my art because I'm not making songs for TikTok. And after dedicating my entire life to making art, I never got into this to make TikTok songs. I know the effects of TikTok. I've had multiple songs that connected there, but that's not why I got into making art. Over the last 2.5 years, I traveled 82 countries and recorded this album on all 7 continents. These are the types of projects that charge me as an artist. This is why I got into it in the first place. And just because I'm not making songs for TikTok means that the label doesn't want to support the vision. Well, guess what? I don't give a shit. And after you guys have joined together in tens of thousands and sent messages to the label, we have officially reached a negotiation over the past course of a week. My team has got the label to agree to release Love You Madly, Hate You Badly on my personal imprint, Alien Boy Records. You guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This music is finally going to see daylight. So support your local indie artists and go pre-order my album. April 24th is the official date. I love you all.
Then at the end of May, he came out and made this video.
I just got word that my album is no longer coming out. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly is officially canceled, and I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that. I have gotten no support. They forgot to ingest.
Cause this ain't that. Nah, this ain't that, bro. See, that's what people get this shit confused at. This ain't that. Motherfuckers don't give no fucks about you, man. This shit is business. This shit ain't personal. This shit business. This shit only get personal when it's family that care about you. Cause even then, if it's family that don't care about you, this shit get woo. Shit get for real, bro. Shit get for real, man. So, like I said, man, rest in peace to him because he stood on something. He stood on something, man. They didn't like it. And this was the result. But I'd rather you stand on something and and become parish than to accept it and get fucked over and get fucked all your life. That's where I'm at. Man, listen, bro. I been deaf. I been ain't. Yeah, since years ago. I been ain't fear death, so I don't really worry about death. But it's just like what after. You get what I'm saying? Like what after? You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother different story. More of the story is like Charleston White, boy. I'm ready to kill, get killed, or get jailed for the shit that I believe in, bro. And I got to stand on the principles and the morals of this shit. Whether shit right or wrong. You understand what I'm saying? If I believe in it, and my mind is right, I got to stand on that because that's what I believe in. You understand what I'm telling you? So I don't give a fuck. It's my opinion. Like assholes, everybody got one. But you gonna fault me for my opinion? So be it. So be it. Yeah.
multiple songs into the system, which means the songs didn't come out. I had a Valentine's Day breakout song that didn't even get released because someone forgot to put it in. I don't really understand how that's possible. I've made them tens of millions of dollars, but they don't remember that. So, the music is owned by them. The remainder of the music will not be coming out. I will always continue to make music. Thank you for everyone who's supported me. I can't wait to release more music at some point at a later time, but for now, there is nothing on the horizon. I'm so sorry, and I love you guys. Thank you.
Now, before he released that video, he made this tweet. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly drops April 24th. Recorded in 82 countries across 7 continents. Album cover, photograph in Afghanistan. 17 songs from a 2-year, never-ending journey. The Antarctica feature, a lengthy documentary, comes with the album. After everything behind the scenes, I left my label Atlantic so I can release this independently on Alien Boy Records. This is the album I fought the hardest for. Written and produced entirely by me. All You Ever Wanted video drops at 9 p.m. But over the weekend, Oliver Tree had a performance in Brazil. Now, as mentioned, the climate.
I want you to see the type of I can see I can see that shit, man. If you can't see where it's going with your own eyes, I don't even know what to tell you. Look. I don't even know who he is. I think I've heard of him before, but I don't even know who he is. Off the rip, I could tell his character. He got a Michael Jackson, Prince, uh, Janet Jack, uh, uh not Janet, what the fuck? Goddamn, I don't want to do this. Tina Turner. And what's the other one? What's the other one that passed? What's the other one that just passed? Anyway, he got he got that persona. He telling you what's going on through his music. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I really want you to look at. Look at this photo and tell me what you see. I'm looking for one word. I'm looking for one word. One word. And I ain't gonna tell you what the letter start with. If you guess it, you guess it. I'm gonna be reading the chat. I'm gonna be reading the comments. If you drop in the chat, drop in the comment section and let me know that one word, I'm gonna shout you out and tell you and let you know if you right or not. Fact. I want to see that one word that I'm looking for. Look at all these pictures right here and tell me one word that I'm looking for. And this is why they did him the way they did him. I give you 2 more seconds. Now we continue.
But over the weekend, Oliver Tree had a performance in Brazil. Now, as mentioned, the climate I want you to take a look at as we go over the details. The impact from 2 planes and how ironically this was in the parking lot of a car dealership stored with full of cars that had dust on them? Hell of a coincidence. But check this out. 2 helicopters collided over Rio de Janeiro on Sunday morning and crashed in the city's western zone, killing all 6 people aboard. The location is a military fire department said one of the helicopters crashed on the parking lot of a car dealership where several electric vehicles were parked, igniting a fire that was extinguished. Officials said an investigation is underway to determine the cause of collision. Police said that an American singer and comedian Oliver Tree was on the list of passengers given to aviation authorities, but they have not been able to identify the bodies of those killed in the crash. Tree performed at Buenos Aires, Argentina on June 4th and published a video on Instagram Saturday where he is playing soccer in a Brazil. Identified the bodies of those killed in the crash.
Oh, okay.
Tree performed at Buenos Aires, Argentina on June 4th and published a video on Instagram Saturday where he is playing soccer in a Brazilian neighborhood.
Neymar! Churrasco! Gabriel! 2-4-4, bro! Yeah!
Argentina streaming channel Blender said that the content creator, Prim Diaz, also known as Gatsby, was also one in the helicopter.
Oh, that there's a saying that says that those who are afraid die daily. Welcome once again.
Tirou?
Shit fucked up, man. I'm telling you, dog. These people need to be accountable, dog. Telling you, man. We must always be accountable, dog. This shit crazy, man. But yet, it's like, I'm telling you, man, you gotta look at this shit for really what it is, brother. But as citizens, they want you to, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. Oh, that's illegal, and this is while under the sheets and under the covers, man, shit like this is going on, brother. And you ain't understanding. You ain't understanding. You too busy worrying about who this color and that color. You so stupid and ignorant that you ain't realizing what's really going on. That's how stupid you are. Rest in peace to this man, bro. This shit crazy. See this shit time and time again. Man, so you telling me I don't want to give you no hands out because I ain't no I ain't no homosexual man. I don't want to give you no hands out, so you gonna tarnish my career. Now you gonna try to feel some now you feel some type of way. You gonna try to unalive me when I leave the building. Come on, man. This shit gotta be stopped. This shit ain't right, man. This shit ain't right. This shit is disgusting, man. Nigga, you ain't God. You don't got no say so. I'm not into what you into. So what? Go about your day. So what, right? I'm making you millions. We good. But just cause I ain't into that, you offended? But when I'm making you billions, you ain't offended. You feel good. Oh man, that's crazy, dog. That shit crazy. That's absurd, man. That's insanity. Nah,
South
I ain't jacking that. I ain't jacking that.
America, at least 6 people have been killed in Brazil after 2 helicopters collided mid-air and plunged into a populated suburb in western Rio de Janeiro. Fire officials confirmed that the disastrous incident occurred Sunday morning in Recreio dos Bandeirantes, sending detonation waves through detached urban streets. The helicopters plummeted directly into a parking lot used by the Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer BYD. One of the airplanes exploded on impact, igniting a fierce inferno that rapidly engulfed at least 20 electric cars on the ground. The lithium-ion batteries fueling the balanced vehicles triggered an intense blaze and secondary explosions bordering Avenida das Americas. Emergency crews managed to contain the disaster within an hour, preventing surrounding fires, but confirmed all 6 victims were on board crew members. Authorities have sealed off Rivadavia Campos Street, while aviation experts launch a full investigation into the cause of the mid-air accident. And that's all we have time for. Keep watching.
Now, this is an unfortunate situation. Hopefully, we was able to shine light on this man's career. At just 32 years old, you just never know how life is and never know when your date is.
32
Only thing
years
I can
old,
suggest is continue to believe and pray to the person you believe in. Try to do right, correct your wrongs, and make the best decision. As we head out of here, we don't know exactly why this plane crashed. I'm sure we can speculate based on the facts presented to the public thus far, but as more developed, I keep you guys updated. Nonetheless, we do want to take this moment to say rest in peace to every victim in that car crash. Love condolences to the families and prayers to whoever was affected by the story we just talked about. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And till then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Rest in peace to them, man, for sure. That's so unfortunate, dog. That's so crazy. Bro stood on what he believed in, man. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. He stood on what. But see, that's what I want to know now. Who are all the rest of the people? Because it's funny how he's saying, "Hey, this is what I want y'all to do, man. If y'all know any information about this, drop in the comment section, drop in the chat, and let me know who the rest of the families are, and who the rest of the people were, and if it's any information about them. That's what I want to know. Then I'll make my statement. Then we'll do a little deep dive. How about that? Yeah, because that's absurd, dog. That's absurd. And no, no. Damn. It was a basketball. Damn. It's a basketball player. Now, now it's a singer. Oh, I forgot. It been a singer before that. She was a woman. It was her. Oh, and then there was the other singer. She was one, and then, cause she was on the plane, and anyway, that's beyond my pay grade. Rest in peace to those, man. Rest in peace to all those beautiful souls, and that's a fact. If you get the point, you get the point. I can't speak too much, you know. Maybe you'll hear some things about. Never mind. Oh man.